Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus. This is episode 41 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio Angels Mods tutorial, Let's Play, all that good stuff. The base is actually getting a lot bigger than I sometimes think. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's early game, but it's actually, size-wise, it's pretty big because everything here is built for a much larger scale than what we're actually consuming. Also because we do not have any science running, that means there isn't any constant sort of pull of resources in large quantities. Now what we did last time was we started messing down here with the design of our production, that this is going to output, or it's going to take input. The only input inbound here is the pips. They come from the LUBRICants. Yes, they do. And then all of this goes in and goes through different processes. Let's actually walk through the processes just so that you remember it. And that's what we're going to be working on. First, we press it into vegetable oil. Then we take the vegetable oil and we make it into, no, the raw vegetable, and we make it into vegetable oil and pulp. The pulp goes in here and becomes fuel oil and some acetone that we throw away. The vegetable oil goes in here and becomes fuel oil and base mineral oil. The fuel oil goes in here, becomes synthesis gas and residual gas. The residual gas is combined with the base mineral oil in order to make lubricant, which is our target product. And all of the synthesis gas is then converted using a bit of coke into some solid fuel, which will be fueling or powering our trains from now on. What you can also see in the top left-hand corner is a new mod. I have added the mod called actual crafting speed, because everyone was yelling at me for all the calculations I did and did wrong. So last time we also built this monstrosity and I've let it run for a bit, actually more than a bit, but it has the problem that this runs 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds it's run through, goes into this process, which gives a 5% increase in yield. So at some point, yes, it will fill up everything, but that's gonna take like tens of hours here. At this point, it doesn't matter. It's producing more than I'm consuming. You can see here, it's producing 300,000 plus 100,000 more. So that's pretty crazy. What we will do to begin with is make sure, first we need to the numbers here. We need 27. I'm going to pick up a few of them. 4 maybe. And then kill right now. 6. Here. And, you know, I'm also going to pick up the rest of this. Because what I did is actually I have put this blueprint down here, I hope. Yes. So when I need to reference on numbers and ratios and all that stuff, then I can do that from here. These I'll pick up. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, so now we need somehow to get this into 27. 27 is 3 times 9. So that's an option. Let's have a look. This is taking pips here. Let's again, why is that? Oh, okay, so I have to press it, then we go up here. So but I can click it, but it doesn't do anything. Or add remove modules, then click here to refresh. Oh, so it refreshes. Okay, right. So what this says is ingredient is 2.5 per second and product is 10 per second. Does it fit? Yes, it does. Okay, so we should start trusting this part. 2.5 per second. Anyway, that's not what we need because we've done all those calculations. Okay, the point is it needs 2.5 per second. So if I take 9, awesome. I can do that. I can take 3 of these out from here, like 1, 2, 3, somehow like that. I want to actually get it. Why did I not? And it goes out on a liquid, so here. And that is, how much is this? That's 9. That's 9. I don't know if this is correct. And this leads now into 8 of the other ones, so that's fine. I'm kind of thinking this is not the right way. So 2.5 per second, that means I can only feed 10 of these on a belt, because then it'll be 25. So if I take 3 times 9, that's actually not completely stupid. And this. And I guess this one will just be a full line. Now in terms of power, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the one we're going to copy. Let's see. Correctly, 9. That becomes 18 and 27. Exactly what we need. The one thing here, then these should be sorted by pips. It should not be needed, but why not? I mean, let's make sure that it actually works. Cool. And that means, there we go. Okay, this doesn't take up much space. That's excellent. And that gives us up on here. So next part is we look down here on the blueprint. I want to make sure that it doesn't take up too much space. This one's always annoying. I hate this one. So this one needs coal inbound. Oh, that's disgusting. So I need somehow to get coal. And how do we get coal in here? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's coal. That is so interesting. How totally coincidence that is, but a beautiful coincidence. So that means I'm going to take this down here so that it makes more sense. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for... Oh dear. You know, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to do it from here. Just let's take... Hello. Boom. Just so I can place it myself. Oops, I actually pinned up one of the teeny robots. Right. So 8 of these. Let's start with how it's gonna look. This is here, using vegetable oil. It's either the coal filter or the ceramic filter. I would of course love the ceramic filter, which gives us different ratios, but I have to suffice with the coal filter because that's just the tech level we are at right now. That means I need some fuel. There. Inbound here, outbound here. Something like this, yeah? And then I can either put these in between, like this. This is the usual way of doing it, but I don't actually need it at this point because it is fully contained. So there's other alternative is to put them here and here, though they are no longer connected then. This doesn't take as much space, so let's try it. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this fits okay-ish, I guess. It's a bit of a shame that it actually has to cut out the last bit here. Okay, nope, not quite. It needs to go a bit higher up. Or this needs to go a bit lower down. Well, it's definitely this way it has to go, but... like this. Kill it. Those robots, they are gonna get busy. Huh. Where's the last? Oh, the last one was the one I actually placed. So, how close can I make it? I suppose I can make it like this. Are they within the area? Yeah, they are. Okay. And this would be the ideal. Go. And at this point, I will take this one. Inbound, inbound, outbound. This one is going to make them that. It's perfect. And then hook it up. I'll now place these in here. And they'll start working. Awesome. Oh crap, that's wrong. Oh, stop. Ah, damn it. Stop. See, this part here should actually go into that one. So I misplaced the whole damn thing. Not a problem. We'll just... So... I want the cold filters. I don't want those to happen to end up in that location. So I will again kill all of this. And again try. This time I'll hit it here. Really? Okay, yeah, we got it. And these are just water, so that's not a problem. Let's go here. Cold filter. Inbound. In, out. It was exactly 100? That's strange. And... already now we're running out of these. This is pretty bad. We need a lot of those. Let's just start crafting some of them then. Out of our precious materials here. Okay. That means that I don't have any more. That's not a lot either. Damn. So this part should be pretty easy. They go down here, they go down here, go down here. Do I go... Boom. Working? Yes. And this right here. And now I use this. I will say this is 37 times 8. I wish I could somehow select more of them. Let's just check. No. I mean, it would be awesome if there was an option to select more, because now I still need to calculate 38 times or 37 times 8, and that's not one of the things I do best in the whole wide world. Okay, that's 300. So I need 300 oil, 300 water. This one produces 100 per second, so I need 3 of these. And one smack in the middle. There. Works. This one is somehow not enabled. Is it working? Oh, it is working. This is crazy. This is working. Awesome. I probably a mistake to make things like one at a time, and then let's see. Okay, this is excellent. So let's see what the next part is. Next part is getting this pulp here into some... Okay, pulp is going to be easy. Easy. We'll take it here. Something like this, because and I can take an underground and have this one go out. It really isn't necessary to build those. I could just do, oops, like this. No, you know what? Let's try to build it a bit more of the usual format, like this, and then put some underneath, and go. There. Now, this is a solid, so, no, it's not a solid. It is a gas, and that means this just gets killed like so. Good. We now have fuel oil. Great. And glycerol just disappears. I don't want the glycerol for anything, so it's easy. So now I have fuel oil. Do not mix it up with this vegetable oil. They look the same, but they are most certainly not the same. Now we have this part. Real vegetable oil. And then that comes to the next part of the equation, and that's the big stuff here. If I ever want this to double up in size, it's just impossible. No. I wanted one of the oil refineries just to make sure. See, I think this is a good location for it, or maybe even here is a good location. Nope. I'll give it the space. So something like this. Copy, paste. You are taking raw vegetable oil in. Here we have the ratios. Let's have some uneven numbers. What we will do is we'll do the usual thing like this. I do this one exclusively just to make sure that it's a setup. Oh, hold on. Lights. Where are we gonna put lights in this setup here? It'll be flooded with lights, this one. And up here, let's see. There. We're running out of lights. So this will be the unit. I'll ask this to kill all of this, and then I'll be moving 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's it 8? Oh, that's 1. Don't know. That does seem like more than 8. That seems like 10. So I need 1 more. 2 more, sorry. There. And what are we missing? We are missing, of course, both some lights. Really? Lights? 2 lights. What are we missing? Oh, it's those basic circuits. Well, we have those here. So get on with the lights. And the other one was the undergrounds. Well, I'll give you a stack of that. And the lights, I'll give you a stack of that. Great. So that's now taken care of. And at this point, I basically need to get just a single one of these in. Boom. It works. Oh, it's gonna be horrible if I make a mistake on the merging here. Yep. And down here, I will simply... Now they're flashing again. Oh, that's because now they produce more. And that'll be, boom, get in here. Fuel oil everywhere. Okay, so now I have fuel oil out. Right, fuel oil, the base mineral oil is now outbound from here. And we go down to our design here, our ratios. Now it needs to go through all of this. That is 15. How are we going to do 15? That could be, let's see, it needs steam coming in. Oh, that's horrible. Ouch. It needs 25 per second. And is there any way to figure out what a steam production thing can do? Oh, come on, show me the recipe. This is the one time I wanted the recipe. Boiler. Is it called boiler? Steam. Okay. This uses 1.2 megawatts. What does that mean? I can't translate this into steam, how much steam that is. Sucks. Okay, but we're probably going to need like 1 every 2 of these or something. It's usually like that. So this is going to be a bit more difficult. I guess the answer will be 2 rows of 8. They're coming here. Nope, it needs to be further down. Yes. And I guess it's going to be somewhat the same picture because they are same size. So I could just do it all the way up and then add like underground to feed directly in. However, what are we going to do about the next row? So that'll be, I can get 10 up here, but that's not enough. I need 2 rows of 8. I could also make them down here. Let's actually do that. It might be... one. Yeah, let's try it here. My idea here is I'll take one on the top, one on the bottom, and then going into the middle, and then figure out what we can do from there in the middle. Because what I need remaining is just this teeny tiny thing and this teeny tiny thing. So that they're easy to put in the middle. Good. I need more of this than I currently have. That is pretty much a guaranteed. And some lights. Yeah, 2 in, 2 out. And then I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about the fuel thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this was actually pretty much a perfect location. Now this one, or actually more appropriately, the coke that I also need to get in. So where the hell or how the hell do we get coke in here? I guess it has to be bouncing up and down here. So coke, your coke pellets, thank you. Let's see, I want it in on this part. Yes. Do we merge in after or before? After. Ah, almost. And then it needs to go up. And what the hell? I'm missing some. Come on. That's a silly way of getting it out of my storage. Some kind of merge here, and then the other one can go all the way up. I'd really like it to be one further in. Like this would be better. Even though it has to jump onto this one. Well, actually it doesn't. Does it? Kind of does, but whatever. I'll skip that. Cool. And then I need, what do I need? I either need these electric boilers, which use a ton of, or I need some actual general old school boilers. Old school. They are needing stone furnace, and stone furnace come from stone, which comes from down here. So I can easily get some stone furnaces. What I can also do is and I'll be making... Seriously? Really? It got stuck? Okay. Let's start by getting 40 of these. And we got a bit more here. Okay. Moving back up. How many boilers do I need? 1, 2 on either side. 3 maybe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That'll be 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Much nicer. Can it reach? Yes. And the next part is I have no idea how much I Yes. What I do need though is I don't know how much this feels like cheating, but I do it. And one, two, three. Come on, symmetry. You can do it. That's definitely working. And I will take... Oh, right. Take these, and then you automatically put them down here. Alright, let's see. I'll do a second one of these. Somehow. Not this, obviously. Not this part, obviously. But I guess most of it will be somewhat the same. Though, let's be the closer one is here. Oh crap, I don't know exactly where. Oh, what's this? Like this. Oh, I had it, and then I tried pressing instead of left pressing. Let's try one more time. Get closer. Why is this so difficult? I don't answer. Like this. Yeah? Which means this one can go in. Sweet. Oh, we already had these in my inventory. Okay, so I didn't really need them here. And I will get this the other way. I guess we need to remove these. They are running out of fashion here. What we do have a problem with is all of these. Okay, so keep building more of this. Got it. And do I have, is it because I have some of them? Yes, it is. It's because I have some of them. And I also, you know, instead of just going crazy on the ham crafting, I can just do that and that one. These are still missing some. Oh, there. Let's see, how many are we still missing? 35 plus 1? How can we still miss one of them? Oh, that's because it's only... Yeah, okay. So I think I'll actually add it up to 8 just because of symmetry. I think symmetry is kind of important. And now we get to the last part. Last part is down here. We have some chemical plants and chemical plants. Let's start with this part. How many? 6. These will receive that one. I'll build this here. And there are two inbounds. Yes. So all of this is completely relevant, and it will be... This is too close. I'll put one here. Yep. Oh crap, don't even have that anymore. There, there. I know I can prune this a bit later, but I don't need to right now. And you go here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. This one is not hooked up. It is actually hooked up. Wow. You are not hooked up. That's fine. Actually, I'll do it. This, no, I won't. That's fine. What is up here? Okay, so we have a lot of vegetable oil that goes out. Why does it go in here? Yes, but it's requiring some steam. Okay, that's not a problem. That comes from here. Boom. That should make it into steam. And that goes into this part. Like this. So we have the residual gas coming in. And if I just mark this that way, and this one. Now that's inbound as well. Now we have this part, and the other part over here is going to be I'm going to store this here in big boxes. I'm going to pipe it out and not bear it out. And this one should also go into like a big box here, maybe? I don't know. For now, I'll just put it in a big box. Maybe not correct, but I want to put it in a big box. Okay, so I guess I could take these and then basically so like 1, 2, 3. Where are my options for getting things back on the bus? Down here it's kind of slim. Up here it's okay. It's okay. I can take this lane. These 2 lanes are completely free. These 2 lanes are free. Excellent. That means I'd rather have it stored up here. Which also makes sense because I'll have this one going in and this one going out. Boom. 1, 2. Can you reach? Yes, of course you can. And let's get some lights in here. Oh. There, there, there. And now there will be one of them that is slightly out of ratio, and that's what we're going to look at here. As far as I can tell, the residual gas is 31. 31 times 4 is 124. So that means there will be a slight, ever so slight surplus of the base mineral oil, if I'm counting this correctly. Let us go check now. Oh, okay, that one's not working. So we are going to make some... This is the very strange part of Angels, is why did he make some Jacks 35? I don't know. But we do have them now, and that means we use them. And that means we are going to use some... Oh, I hope I have it. Seriously? Do I have any engines lying around? I wish there was a search function here. If anyone sees some engines or some pumps, by all means, let me know. Where am I using pumps? I think that's the easiest. All right, screw it. I'm gonna find somewhere where I have a pump. Where do I have pumps? Here, I must have pumps somewhere here. Right? I must have pumps. That's a pump. Good. There. Give me a few of those. Thank you. Ha. So we're gonna pump things in here into one of these Jack's containers. I really don't like have multiple connected, but I guess I don't really have a lot of choice here. And that's then something we can bring on somewhere else. Yeah? Okay, let's look at this. All of it looks absolutely spectacular. Let's just see how things are going. Do you remember what we had in the beginning? Nope, we do not. But let's have a look. Are all of these working? Yeah, it disappears immediately. The pipe is not full. Well, it's getting close to full. It's close to full. Look, it just takes a bit of time to get rid of it. Let's take this one. Okay, it does get rid of it in time. Oh, barely. Does that mean we need pump here? Need more pumps. Just to smash it into the rest of the network. Is it coming? It's outside of the area. Come on, you big monstrosity. Drive around in my precious little base here. Precious chemical base. Okay, that being said, these are having too much pulp. Why do they have too much pulp? Pulp goes over here. And you have too much fuel oil that you can't get rid of. This comes in here. Oh, because this is not connected at all. Ha! That's probably why it's not working. Great. This one doesn't need to be there. This one doesn't need to be there. This one certainly should not be there. Then it'll tempt me. Great. These are not working. Great. And let's see. Is it now working away? It's the pulp. Yeah, it's slowly working away the pulp. Okay, so that was the issue here. I will not need that one or that one. Are these working all the time? Yes, they are. Might actually need to do more. Just looking at the tooltip to see if anyone is missing. Oh, there's something here. Oh, that's not good. Now these I can finally start working again, and that will put more pressure in here. Still, the pulp is kind of an issue. But they are working constantly, are they? It's tempting just to build one more. There is room for it. But then we screw up our so preciously calculated ratios. Alright, so that will work now. I want the main products to be the bottleneck, not the side products. This is working fine. These are working fine. Okay, so there should be a slight surplus of this, and that's the slight surplus I want to deal with. See, this is full. It actually accumulated way faster than I thought. And that'll be dealt with. Unfortunately, basically since this has to be completely self-contained, I don't have any other option than to flare it. Is this flaring base mineral oil, or is it? I don't know. Yep, it's somehow flaring it. Ooh, that's going too fast. The residual gas. Yeah. Not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. On the other side, not that. And that one is must have. Excellent. So it goes in here, and this one keeps flaring just a bit, not too much, to make sure that it flows. This is great. I should also actually make a little setup like we have over at this location, I suppose. Something like this. Do we have it? Great. This one will then count lubricant. Boom. This one will say lubricant. Less than, no, not 10,000, 100,000, because that's crazy. Lubricant. Great. It's blinking now. And I will then tie it. It's actually totally not necessary. It's much nicer to do that. Yep. But it's now at 50. At 60,000. Great. This one is already accumulating. Wow, this might actually be a bit of an issue when it comes to storage, because it is just accumulating nicely. All right, so this is a beautiful square. If we look at it sort of high level, it takes a bit of coal and a bit of coke coming in, but on the other hand, it returns a much higher fuel value outbound. I guess it does use a lot of fuel value here. And then it consumes a lot of these pips. It actually consumes... Why are you stalled? Oh, damn you. Oh, come on. Residual. Ah, that's interesting. And by interesting, I mean horrible, but fine. And we lost our steel axe. There, of course that needs to go. There are so many things. This is why you just let it run for a while just to see things. Okay, so everything's stalled because the pulp wasn't processed fast enough. This gets processed into... Ooh, it does now stall a bit here. But I guess that's because there was a residual. This is working great. Awesome. And this now at 70,000, 75,000. It'll still be excised here. But the idea is it takes pips in, which are produced for free. If I look here, they are produced for free. Over here. The only input is sand, which you get from free. So this one doesn't have any inputs, but it generates pips and crystals. Crystals are going over here to become slurry. Takes a bit of sulfuric acid, unfortunately, and going in to become more of these precious crystal. And I actually hope that this would be enough to keep producing this, but I just see that it isn't. So we're gonna have to find a different way to make more catalyst, crystal catalyst. That's a matter for another time, but we can see how fast the lubricant goes up. The great thing about the lubricant is lubricant opens up a lot of tech. Lubricant opens up, reopens, you could say, a lot of tech, primarily the electric engine, which we will use for cargo robots Mark II, and really? High-tech science? Oh. Okay. Now I'm getting completely surprised here. I thought it was actually used for blue science. Oh, that's the normal ones. The batteries. Anyway, but lubricant is used for our better robots, and also, most critically, is... come on, Logistics 3, where are you? That one. Here, lubricant. Once you need to start building these express belts, which I like more, primarily because it's 40, it's much easier to calculate with the 26.67 in terms of items per second. So I need this one. When I have this one, I can also get logistics science and all that good stuff. And we should be able to see this one go away in a short while when we have now more than 1,000. And it's gone. Great. That should be a great place to round off this episode. Remember that this episode or this series will be transitioning into a stream series. in not too distant future, as soon as the C block completes, then this will be transferred to the Monday and Friday streams, because then it will also give you the opportunity to take a look at what's going on. Anyway, this is gone way over time. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed this vegetable oil farming thing. I'll see you next time. Bye.